now it's good evening. I just finished work. We had a big meeting today and got some very important things accomplished. Lots of goals and task settings. I got my task settings today. And, feel valued, and I feel like some people really have some good faith in me, and it's nice to know that. It always feels good when somebody gives you like the confidence to do something that's really important. And I know I can do them, so I feel good. So anyway, hey, good evening. I'm Jackie, and I'm a couple weeks post-op from my top surgery, so I know I said I would show you guys the difference. 3 or 4 videos ago, I was in the car and, I said, hey, prepare for things to be different. So they're different. Things are different now. So thought I would, do the follow-up on my way home today. It's been really hot. It's 100 degrees. I'm half melted. My makeup is done, and it's a good day though. We finished it up with the meeting. It was hot in the warehouse, and just everybody was half melted, and we decided it'd be far better for us to go have a business meeting than it would to continue grinding away and just trying to get through the day. So rather than continue pumping our saw at the project, we stopped to sharpen our saw. And I think that's an important thing that everyone should occasionally consider. Sometimes when you're just pumping away and giving it your all and it feels like you're just doing nothing or barely getting through, go stop, spend the time to sharpen your saw, and then continue. Anyway, that being said, I got tasked with some things that I felt my teammates really have some good faith in me, and I know I can accomplish these tasks. My worry is accomplishing them on time. Time management's always been a thing for me, so I need to really focus on the time management and make my team proud of me. So I'm going to work really hard. I have things written down, and I know what I need to do. I need to be effective with my time. So tomorrow morning I'm getting into the office early so I can really put a good forward, solid effort on it. So anyway, it was a good meeting, and I feel really rather good about it and empowered, and I feel positive. So today, I went over to see my endocrinologist today, and it was really good to see her again. I drove all the way up to Santa Clara to go see her. And it took me an hour and 45 minutes to get there, even though my phone said it should take only an hour and 10. So I was a half hour late to the meeting, and I felt really bad about it. It was like, oh no, are you not going to want to see me because I'm like really late? But she took me anyway, and she saw me right away. I didn't gain any weight, which is kind of interesting. I weighed the same, even though I got 2 pounds more material in me now. And it is exactly 2 pounds of implants, a pound a piece, at 450 milliliters of silicone gel implant. And if it's not exact, it's so close, it doesn't bear breaking it into a fraction or a decimal. So she saw me and was very excited to see me. She poked her head in and then immediately back out and then back in. And she said, Jackie? And I said, yes. And she came in and looked at me. She's like, wow, you look so different. And I said, well, I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of the idea, right? So we talked for a while, mostly personal stuff. And then I went down and got my labs done so she can check my estradiol levels and stuff. And I really had a good time talking with her. It's been a while since I've seen her, and I wanted to say hi and, then tell her, hey, everything's feeling good. I'm on the same dosage, and everything's working good. I don't feel like I'm high or low. Sometimes, like, I'm late a day, and so I'm always shuffling my schedule of the patch applications so that they're always consistent, which may have put me a tad low. for estradiol, but that's fine, better than being high. I feel good. I'm not having like any emotional, like delicate stuff going on. I'm not feeling foggy or floaty or anything like high estrogen does, so I feel like I'm in a good range. I wouldn't be surprised at all if she says I'm in a decent range, so no worries. Anyway, so what you're seeing here, I feel like things worked out as far as the size of my implants. I was really hoping for a C, like just a middle to a full C was really what I hoped for. And I do believe I have achieved that. Now, it still bears to be witnessed. They haven't really settled all the way down and towards the center of the chest muscle wall, where it's kind of the last thing, and that's called the fluff phase. They are getting a little more pliant, and they are settling down, and it's been a couple weeks. Probably going to be another 2 to 4 weeks before I don't have to worry about wearing my seat belt that goes across them, my elastic seat belt that kind of tugs on them, keeps them down and stuff. I have only been wearing well, that was really odd. Somebody called while I was shooting that, and then it just clicked out. Anyway, I'll continue. So my goal was to go with something incredibly common, and I looked it up online, I searched it. And for someone my height, I'm 5'9". I have about a 40-inch chest. A 38C would have been about right, up to I think 5'8". So I don't know, 5'9". I have a wider chest and stuff. So I thought, a full C or borderline D, if I was just in a C, would be really good. And room to grow. I've been 2.5 years on estrogen, and after bottom surgery, I hear that there's like you have a growth spurt. So, it's possible I end up in a D, and I can live with that idea. That would be okay. I don't really want to stand out by any means. I just want to blend in and be as unnoticeable as possible, really. Currently, I did grab bras before surgery that were front closure and stuff. And this one is a 40C, and it's a front closure bra, and it seems like it fits pretty darn well, to be honest. So I do feel like currently, where things are right now, I'm in a C cup, and I think that works pretty good for me. So I'm happy with that. And if over time it either changes as it gets to the muscle tissue here and things relax, and I fill up the D rather than a C, I'm okay with that. Initially, I was very much against moving up into a D cup, but it's okay. It's just a letter on a bra, to be honest. I still feel like this is a very nice size for me. It feels like it fits. Oddly enough, I was talking with my endocrinologist today, and she said, oh gosh, the trans girls that I know of seem to always go kind of big on top. And I thought, actually, I know some too that they've gone big on top, although they have perfectly valid reasons. One of my friends, she's 6 foot tall, and her D's fit on her. I don't think they're double D's. They might be double D's, but I don't know what to say. They just seem like they fit properly on her. So I don't know if they're big, but for her they're the right size. And I do know one girl who, they're huge. They are huge. She works a retail job, and every now and then I'll go and get something from that particular place, and I see her, and it baffles my mind why she decided to go that big, but her choice. For the most part, I was looking to blend into the woodwork and did not want to stand out. And I feel I've achieved that goal pretty well. I'm pretty happy with, what I've got there. And that's just where I'm at right now, and I think they feel very natural. So I'm pleased with that aspect of it. I honestly have not had a chance to like examine myself and just, like, oh, hey, I've got breasts now, and what's that like? I've been too busy to think about it. So I'm just going to work and doing what I'm supposed to do and working on things that I'm supposed to get done and cleaning, and other than occasionally bumping into something, I've noticed my center of gravity is a little touch off. That's it. I feel like I have to stand back a little more. Not a lot, but enough to notice it doesn't feel natural, so it's interesting at best. And then I was standing in a theater where the floor was sloping down all the way to the front, and I was standing there, and occasionally I felt like I was going to tip forward. I think that was around day 4, day 5. Oh no, it was day 6. It was actually day 6, and I noticed I was like tipping forward and felt a little awkward, and I needed to like catch the seat ahead of me and stuff, and then it just felt like my center of gravity was a little off. So beyond that, they're kind of unnoticeable, which is just what you want, right? I mean, they just feel like they fit, and I don't feel out of place. Nothing feels like they don't belong. It feels like they've already, I don't know, it just feels like I've always had them. I had some breasts to begin with, but now they're just a little larger. I went from an A to a C. Feels fine to me, so I'm all for it. Next is going to be facial surgeries. That's coming up in 3.5 months. Oh, I just touched the microphone. Sorry, fiddling with stuff. So 3.5 months face surgery. Can you imagine the end of September? This surgery was remarkably not painful, rather easy. I mean, I am technically still recovering, but I feel perfectly fine. No big deal. I'm going to be working furiously at doing my twice a week 4-hour per visit schedule of electrolysis. It is absolutely necessary to eliminate all of the follicular matter, especially in my upper lip and the front of my face, so that when they do the lip lift, there is no follicular matter left in that flesh. That dermal material needs to be absolutely vacant of that and perfectly healed. So I want to make sure that's done. We don't want to have things continue to change shape, but I do believe in my current schedule that I should be able to be complete with that component in that area. We might still have some neck and sides to do in cleanup phase, but otherwise basically be done. So that's really all the update I have for you today. Sorry about the little weird glitch in the middle. I'm not super certain what that was. The phone just blinked out after a phone call came in, and it would not turn back on. So I don't know what's up with that. Thank you so very much, Apple, for that weirdness. The sun is setting, and I'm going to go home and have myself a little salad, sit and relax, and I've got some things to do on my laptop. And I'll upload this video tonight, so I'll get this uploaded and take care of that. Anyway, remember, if you're struggling, I am clearly not struggling at this. I mean, I cannot stop smiling. I cannot be more happy. My endocrinologist is like, Jackie, my gosh, you look so great. You seem like you've really changed, not just physically, but you seem like you're happier and more well-adjusted, and you're kind of easy, and you're laid back and feeling good. And I have to agree with her. I felt fantastic. Her PA noticed me and talked to me. The desk girl there noticed me and talked to me. The desk clerk at the lab noticed me and talked to me. The phlebotomist who drew my blood like a ninja, I never felt her actually hit me, nor did it give me a bruise. Found me fascinating, wanted to talk to me. Everybody was fascinated with me today, and I felt so special. I felt so nice. They all call me by the correct name, use the correct gender. In fact, they're often surprised when they notice and see that it says I'm transgender, and they're like, wait, what? Seriously? Oh my gosh. And they have to check me out, talk to me about it. It's weird. I'm 2.5 years in, and I don't get misgendered anymore. I mean, I really honestly don't remember the last time I was misgendered. So it's good. I didn't know how long it would take me to get here. This is certainly earlier than I thought would be, feasible. But I'm feeling good about myself, and I do feel laid back and easier and more calm and able to take stress. Transition is a time where you really rebuild, and why not bring the good parts up, right? Build up the good parts of who you are, and learn to enjoy the process. Don't want to miss anything. So anyway, if you are struggling, I am not. But if you are, remember, there are great resources at transgenderpulse.com. They have a lot of great people who are willing to listen to you and really walk you through things that are difficult. They have great resources in their resource page, like a therapist who's available in your area. You can search by the area you live in, and it will come up with something really good. Also, if you really struggle and you need help, and you need to talk to somebody because it's just too much, remember, there are suicide prevention hotlines there as well, and you use them. Don't feel like you have to be on the edge of the oblivion to use that resource. If you're even passively, thoughts even happening at all, even like, anything, call. Seriously, that's what it's there for. Use the resource. So anyway, not to take it lightly. Please, seriously, hear what I'm saying to you. Beyond all that, I want you all to have a great evening, and I'll upload this tonight. I've had a fantastic day. Feel like very appreciated, and I feel very, I feel special, like everyone's treating me nice and being special towards me and having great faith in me, and it's a very good feeling to be validated that way. So have a great evening. I'll see all of you later. I'll upload it tonight. Bye. See you next time.